When they talk about sort of like British literature and fairy tales and all of that, this is what they're talking about.
We haven't actually managed to wild camp yet in the Lake District.
If it is, it'll be the first one we've found so far that you can wild camp in. We may have just found our wild camping spot in the Lake District. And if we can get to the Stone Circle for any sort of solstice celebrations, then we'll do that as well.
I think that we're going to find that something's going on tonight. I've got that feeling. There's a bit of a vibe going on.
These stones were here before us. Let us make sure they're here when we're gone.
Welcome back to the channel. We're Janine and Liam Day, a married couple who are attempting to live and travel full-time in our converted removals truck camper van in the UK. We're currently doing an almost full circular route of Britain, starting and ending in Kent. Last week we journeyed down the majestic Solway coast and found some more incredible beach park-ups, and finally entered the Lake District National Park. We climbed England's highest mountain and got our first taste of the lakes at Buttermere and Windermere. This week we travel north of Windermere to Ambleside, where we find our very first motorhome air in the UK. And we head further into the Lake District with hopes of finding somewhere to celebrate the solstice. So please hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and let's see what adventures we go on this week in Morgan, our removals van.
Good morning from the Lake District. We are in an air. This is our very first air. Air being a place that you get in Europe that motorhomes and campervans can stop for the night and empty their toilets and stock up on water and what have you at a small fee or for free. This one, however, costs £20 per night. Wild camping in the Lake District is almost a no-go. Almost, from what we've seen so far, you just can't do it. If there's no overnight parking signs, if there's no overnight parking signs, there's ANPR cameras watching your every move and charging you £2 an hour to be there. So be very careful. It's not like we're struggling. We sort of got word of it before we came out here. So this place costs £20 a night, which is a lot cheaper than a lot of the campsites we've seen. And you can empty your water and all that. And it's just dead friendly. We're parked in some grass. We've got some very nice neighbours. These guys over here. This is in a self-converted camper van called Star Chaser, because the man Dave, he's 80 years old, has had two very interesting experiences with UFOs in his life, and I've really enjoyed talking to him. Such an interesting bloke. And this is Ambleside. This is north of Windermere, and we were going to talk about this place retrospectively from the next place we're going to, but it's so good that we're going to show you it right now. I don't know, it's just got a vibe about it. We really enjoyed it. Anyway, this is Ambleside.
Okay, so that was Ambleside, and what a gorgeous little town that is. Really nice. We're heading back to our van now because we are going to hit the road and we're going to head west of the lake. Southwest, because there's two really cool locations that me and Liam have been so excited to go and see. So we're going to do that, but first we're going to get some water for our van. Water officially topped up, we hit the road to our next stop.
We're leaving Ambleside, which is a real shame because I really like that place. And now we're going to the west side of the lake, and apparently west is best. And there's two locations down there that we really want to see for two different reasons, but should be really awesome. And then after that, I'm still holding on to try and find a place to wild camp for the evening in the Lake District. Apparently it's almost impossible. But we're going to give it a go anyway. But first of all, let's go somewhere historical.
We headed off into the hills of the Lake District through the most picturesque countryside. Small roads lined with trees, ferns, and surrounded by rolling hills and mountains in the distance. We pulled into a National Trust car park in Sawrey Village, where we were turned away immediately for being too big. We headed up the road to find another parking spot. Okay, we managed to find a spot. We managed to squeeze in somewhere. And now we've got to go on a trek about a mile that way to get to this place, but I'm so excited to go. We headed off on what seemed to be an extremely beautiful walk in the countryside. Every cottage we passed was like a postcard. The sun came out for us today, which made it all the more idyllic.
We've had to park sort of miles away from the actual location we're going to because the car park was too small to take us. And at the start it can be a little bit frustrating until you realise the actual path to get to where we're going is incredible. It is absolutely beautiful here, like idyllic. If you're watching from America or Canada or anything like that, when they talk about sort of like British literature and fairy tales and all of that, this is what they're talking about.
A morning framed by golden sunlight. A morning close friends travel together.
Okay, we're back to where we're starting now. If you hadn't already guessed, we're at Beatrix Potter's house. She's the author who wrote Peter Rabbit, and it's an author that Janine and I grew up on. Did you grow up on it, Janine? Yeah. Yeah, so we both, I think a lot of British kids, doesn't matter how old they are, grew up on Peter Rabbit and Beatrix Potter and stuff like that. Even now, the resurgence of it all with the film that's been made as well. So we're actually at her house where she wrote all those stories, so this is going to be really interesting.
So off we went to go and see the inspiration behind all of those stories and colourful pictures we remember from our childhood. Okay, so we came to the ticket office. It's not actually her house. I thought this was literally her house, but apparently her house is all the way back where we just came. So yeah, we're going to go on another walk to go and see her house.
They're keeping us fit today, aren't they? Hey? Bloody hell.
Finally, after a bit of a mission, we went into this house to work out if it was worth all this running around. One look at the beautiful pathway leading to her house and I knew it was. We did, however, get slightly distracted by the cafe which was about to close, so we nipped in to buy a quick coffee.
We were just about to go and look around the house, and true classic Liam and Janine style, we diverted straight to the cafe and got some vegan apple cake and some oat latte before we go walk around the beautiful gardens and what have you.
So we sat down in Beatrix Potter's garden and ate a big slab of apple cake and a coffee. A quite surreal experience, but a good one nonetheless. We headed off to see the house. Oh my gosh, we've just gone through the garden and come up to the house and I'm so excited to go in. There's a bit of a queue to get in, but Liam's in the queue now and the house just looks so cool. Yeah, I can't wait to get in.
I saw you downtown today.
I had just really potent smell of mahogany and the rugs. Really musty sort of smell. But occasionally you get a whiff from the garden of spring flowers, summer flowers, sorry, and it's very nice. It's very, very nice.
This is so cool. So you can see like her paintings sort of scattered about everywhere by the locations of which she painted them. So you can see in her illustrations like a window that she used in the background of her picture that's actually her window, or a door, or yeah, just different props. It's so cool. We entered into Beatrix Potter's house, for who, if you didn't already know, was an extraordinary author, artist, scientist and naturalist at the time when most women weren't. She wrote 3 books a year, with 28 in total, mostly based on animals and nature that she would see around her, including the famous Peter Rabbit, which was recently made into a film. Her home that we were wandering around has been left pretty much exactly how she left it, when she intentionally handed it over to the National Trust. Volunteer Potter enthusiasts were in each immaculate room, giving us insights into each part of the house, and there were no plaques or anything roped off. It was very refreshing and an all-round excellent experience, especially the beautiful garden. We left to go back to the van.
Fancy drinks, sweetheart?
Yeah, I think so.
Just so happens we're outside a pub, and it looks amazing.
It does, doesn't it?
Gasping, spitting feathers.
In an attempt to be healthy, we ordered a sparkling mineral water and sat in the pub garden and chilled on this lovely sunny day before heading back to the van. Okay, so we've just left that gorgeous pub and we are leaving this area now. Actually, no, we're staying in this area and we're going to find somewhere to wild camp, hopefully, for the night. We haven't actually managed to wild camp yet in the Lake District, so we're going to really try and attempt it now. So fingers crossed for that.
So we're just on our way to somewhere that might potentially be a wild camping spot, but you can't get your hopes up too much in the Lake District because it could quite easily say no overnight parking or have ANPR cameras. We won't know till we get there, but we're keeping our fingers crossed. If it is, It'll be the first one we've found so far that you can wild camp in.
We drove for around 10 minutes to a quiet spot in the countryside where we're attempting wild camping for the first time in the Lake District. It's always a good sign when you see a couple of other camper vans parked up.
We may have just found our wild camping spot in the Lake District, which is something that I thought didn't exist. This is pretty good. So there's like 4 vehicles parked here. Nice really old stone wall. There's a picnic bench up there some mountain bikers are using. There's a sheep over here eating some grass next to me. Yeah, this will do for the evening. There's no phone signal, but what more could you want? Fresh air, it's very calm, very quiet. This will do. Oh. Okay, so this place looks really good for the evening, we hope. We're not eating tonight. You'll be very surprised to see. The reason why is we're intermittent fasting. Janine's joining me on the intermittent fasting as well. I'm trying to shift a bit away. Janine's just being supportive. Janine always likes the idea of losing a bit of weight as well, even though she doesn't need to. And yeah, so basically fasting for 20 hours and then eating for 4. That's intermittent fasting that we're doing at the moment, but you can do it for 16 hours or 18 hours or whatever. So the next time we're going to be eating would be midday tomorrow. And I've already got a place in mind that I want to eat at as well. But we'll show you that tomorrow. It looks really good. So tonight we're just going to have herbal teas and enjoy this beautiful location.
Okay, so I'm not sure if you know, but tomorrow is Solstice. So it's the longest day of the year. We've found a place that we want to go to spend it, and I'm really excited. So is Liam. In fact, yesterday Liam went out and went a bit crazy, as he does. He went a bit hippie-fied yesterday. He bought this really cool incense burner, and I just want to show you. How awesome is he? We haven't got a name for him yet, have we?
He's Treebeard.
Treebeard, is that his name?
That's his name.
Okay, so his Treebeard is his name, and we're going to demonstrate how he works.
I've been trying to be my own guiding star, but it appears it hasn't taken me very far. I've tried to be my own all in all.
These are the ones that we're using. They're all natural, and they're Nag Champa as well, and they smell absolutely gorgeous. We'll put these in our Amazon shop if anyone's interested. Link in description. We're really pleased with that. And another thing that Liam bought, he bought me a present, the Solstice. So I'm wearing this tomorrow. I'm going to make it look a bit better tomorrow. So yeah, really cool. We spent the evening drinking herbal teas, fasting and burning incense. What the heck is happening to us?
Daisies blooming, sundress swaying in the breeze.
Good morning everyone. Today we are here in this absolutely glorious location. It is so peaceful here. Last night we slept really well because it was so peaceful. All of the other camper vans that were here left, so we were the only ones here. We've got gorgeous mountain views. The birds were singing, there's a slight breeze in the air, the sun's out. It's so warm today. I've even got my legs out for the first time this year, which is a big achievement for me. So yeah, we're going to do some really cool, exciting things today, and I'm really looking forward to it. We made our way to a place that we were both excited about visiting, called Wray Castle. Again, the scenery along the drive was breathtaking. We parked up and realised we were the only ones there. Amazing! Check out this castle. It's actually a really pretty castle. Looking forward to going to look around that later. We would go in now, but it doesn't open for another 45 minutes, so we're a little bit early, but we think maybe the cafe might be open, so we're going to go and check that out. That's the other reason why we wanted to come here, but we'll tell you a little bit more about that in a bit. We have just found out the castle's closed today. It's closed till Wednesday, so it's not even open tomorrow. But we got here early, so oh my god, it's just a nightmare.
But there's silver lining, isn't there?
Yes,
there's a massive silver lining to this place being closed. Beautiful castle. We get to the outside of it, but something here is open, and we're going to go there now. I'm really excited about it. We heard about it 2 or 3 days ago. It's the only National Trust cafe, we believe, that's fully vegan. And yeah, for us, might not be for you, it's very exciting. So at least we've got breakfast, Janine, eh? Oh, look, Janine.
Hello.
Where did you come from?
I was filming the sign and I saw you. Hello, you. We headed into the cafe, absolutely gobsmacked that a National Trust has a vegan cafe. Not only that, but a really good one too, full of salads, sandwiches, pastries, buns and cakes, all located within an ancient castle. What do you think, Liam?
My God. Oh my God.
It's incredible.
It's unbelievable. It's absolutely unbelievable. It's like paradise. It's like bloody paradise.
We ordered some sandwiches along with a selection of treats including a whippy ice cream, and it was all delicious. We sat and ate it in the very pretty courtyard before leaving to go back to the van.
Okay, we're back at the van. The temperature is warm and yeah, it's warmed up again, Janine.
Yeah, do you think?
Yeah. Okay, we're back at the van. It's warmed up again and we're going to go and try and get some exercise somewhere to walk off all that food. There's a waterfalls nearby and that's where we're going. Cool, so we're now heading towards the Keswick area. I just got off the phone with my mum wishing my stepdad happy birthday, and she said Keswick is awesome. It's got a little bit more of a real vibe about people living in the Lake District than say Windermere does or Ambleside, which is very touristy. Whether that's still the case, it's probably a few years ago since you came, I don't know. But we're going to go to Keswick. Keswick also have a stone circle, which is just like Stone Circle's being like Stonehenge and you know that sort of business. So we're going to head to there as well and hopefully spend Solstice, because it's Solstice tonight, tomorrow. The longest day is tomorrow. So Solstice is going to be the sunrise now. So that's where we're going to head. So I think when we're in this area, we're going to stay in this area. And if we can get to the Stone Circle for any sort of Solstice celebrations, then we'll do that as well. Not doing it.
Yeah.
Ladies just come over giving us a free ticket for the day as well because they're leaving.
Nice.
We've got some luck on our side. I fancy a swim.
Do you?
Yeah, first time. That it looks too inviting today.
Do it.
Yeah.
Waterfall calling and swim pending, we went off for a walk.
No actual waterfall that we can see. It might just be that stream that was going through the spa. There's two hotel spas or one hotel spa that look really fancy and nice. Either way, we asked a couple of people and we couldn't. I think it's just, yeah, there's not been much rain either, so maybe it's not there or whatever. Anyway, other people seem to be walking down here to something. So we're gonna go and check this out and see what's down here. This lake is absolutely beautiful. I want to walk around it and then I want to swim in it. that's the idea. What do you reckon, Janine?
Go for
Are you
it.
gonna have a dip?
I might dip my toe.
All right. So if you can get a full body dip from me and Janine's big toe in there, then we're onto something. It is the longest day tomorrow, so we're going to prepare ourselves. Up to you. Just drying off. That was very refreshing. First proper swim in the lakes. Well, it wasn't really a proper swim, it was a dip. Anyway, Julie and I have been talking about going to go and pick up some supplies from the local town, Keswick, and then heading to this stone circle and seeing what's happening, if there's anything happening for summer solstice. I really, fingers crossed, I hope there is.
So off we went to the local supermarket in Keswick to pick up some supplies for dinner before heading to a place called Catlerigg where the stone circle is situated. We checked ahead on satellite images on Google Maps and saw that there was a lay-by right next to the stone circle site, which we are praying wasn't like other lay-bys in the Lake District, sporting no overnight parking signs. If we couldn't wild camp nearby, then we would have to try checking into a local campsite if there were spaces, but we kept our fingers crossed for some wild camping.
There's definitely something going on. There's a few hippie vans parked up. Should we go and suss it out first?
Yeah, let's do it.
Stones are over here, look.
God, it's really bustly up here for the stone. I think that we're going to find that something's going on tonight. I've got that feeling. There's a bit of a vibe going on. So lots of camper vans.
Lots of hippie buses.
Lots of hippie buses, lots of people just chilling, enjoying themselves. So
this is a bloody location and a half, isn't it?
oh my God, this is incredible. Look at the backdrop as well.
This is something else.
Isn't it?
Yeah. Bit different to Stonehenge.
Yeah.
From what I understand, it's the actual solstice is the sunrise. So that's the start of the longest day. It's that point from night to sunrise. That's what we're here for. So it's going to, I think it's about 5 in the morning at the moment, isn't it?
What, the sunrise?
Yeah. So one thing I've always got right, we've always got mixed up with is that the celebration is about the lead up towards the sunrise. That's it. So long as you're here for sunrise,
Yeah.
that's all that matters. But there'll be celebrations before and probably afterwards as well. So it's an all-nighter, Janine.
Oh, can I handle it?
We've got the van there anyway, so we can do intermittent party.
Intermittent party.
Yeah.
Sounds like a disaster, to be honest.
It sounds like I get pissed and miss the sunrise.
We headed back to the van to cook our dinner and get ready for the evening ahead. Okay, so we are back in the van and we are both cooking today. We're cooking a really special solstice meal, and you're probably thinking, what's the solstice meal? Well,
So am I.
we've decided that carrots are now a solstice meal because you can't get more sort of sunshine than carrots. So we're doing roasted carrots, but we're making them especially epic. So yeah, that's what we're doing, and we're going to cook now and we'll show you the final result.
Look ahead, look astern, look the weather in the lee. Blow high, blow low, and so sail we. I see a wreck to windward and a lofty ship to lee, a sailing down along the coast of High Barbary.
Back in the oven for just like a couple of minutes, and then they should be done. Whew, and it's hot in here. It's boiling, isn't it?
Hail her, O captain, he called o'er the side. Blow high, blow low, and so sail we. Oh, are you a pirate or a man of war, he cried, a sailing down along the coast of High Barbary. A pirate or a man of war, cried we.
It's roasted carrots on a bed of lime and chili rice with fennel seeds and pea shoots.
Lovely.
Good, isn't it?
Yeah. We finished eating our meal and got ready to head to the Stone Circle for sunset.
Okay, so evening setting in. We've just had our delicious food. We're both stuffed, even though we've just eaten carrots, which is, very vegan of us. You're looking very nice with the flowers in your hair, Janine.
Thank you.
Are they real?
They're fake flowers. It's a flower garland, so I'm all dressed up and ready to party all night at the Stones.
Oh, please.
Why are you saying that? Oh, we haven't done anything wrong.
I'm carrying an open bottle of beer and some aerosols, Janine.
Oh, are we not allowed to carry beer?
You're allowed to open alcohol containers with the police around, I think.
You could.
Yeah.
Do it. And if
Yeah.
you tell you to put it away, you put it away.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Can you put it away, please?
Yeah.
No worries.
Yeah, you're right,
It's a
yeah.
carry on.
I've got a beer here and there's 4 police people walking past. I'm going to find a spot to hide and drink this.
Beer mission underway, we headed for a stone where we perched for an hour or so whilst watching the sunset. The vibe of the place was very chilled, with people relaxing at the stones, burning incense, chatting, setting up camp for the evening and enjoying the peaceful setting which we were all so fortunate enough to be in. We realised we were unprepared for when the sun goes down, so headed back to the van to grab some essentials for a cold evening ahead.
What are you making, Monkey?
I am making, it's so good out there. It's so good and everyone's having a really sort of sociable time, sitting down on blankets and things like that. So I've decided to come back and make some hot chocolate for myself in a flask. The sun is about to go down, so I thought this will keep me nice and warm. So I'm making hot chocolate.
And you like a hot chocolate, don't you? Janine's anticipating. Janine's anticipating it getting cold very shortly, aren't you?
The sun is about to go down, so I'm thinking it's going to get cold very quickly. Hot chocolate should do the job.
Should do the job for you.
Yeah. Hot chocolate done and blankets packed, we made our way once again to the Stones to experience our very first solstice at a stone circle. Just sat here chilling, and there's some people playing some music, there's people throwing fire, everyone's just chilling. It's a really relaxed environment.
It's very chilled, isn't it?
Really chilled.
Very chilled. There's a lot of people chilling.
Yeah, there's like a really low murmur of people talking, so everyone's talking quietly. And it's just really nice and chilled. And it is it is 10 o'clock in the evening. It's literally this light at 10 o'clock in the evening. Can you believe that?
Well, I can, because it's solstice, yeah. But it's still like, it's almost as if the sun's in the sky, but everyone's got a purple tint to it.
Yeah, it's really, really pretty here.
They help and they guide us, though we often lose our way. We can often hear their wisdom, and sometimes it seems, if we try hard, we can see them in the mists on the edge of our dreams.
So I can see the light. Time stands still while the sun goes round. Distant winds making silent sounds. Daylight waiting to come relieve the night. So let it shine, 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 shine on me. Let it shine, 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 shine on me. Nothing left where the footprints stand. Roads ahead under scarlet sand. Twilight reaching like angels through the sky. Feel my moment and breathe it in. Search for skies that begin and end. Close my eyes so I can't see the light. So let it.
Evening approached and with it came darkness, but for the shortest amount of time this year. We spent the evening leant up against an ancient stone, and both Liam and I remarked about the stone's ability to retain the day's warmth from the sun. It won't be long now until we see our beautiful sun again when it rises to give light to the longest day of the year. But for now, the darkness and cool air of the summer's evening brought with it jugglers, fire dancers, drummers, speeches, poems, musicians, and a community of people brought together by their belief in something happening that is greater than themselves. We believe that Solstice is a time for new beginnings, and for us it really did feel like a New Year's Eve celebration. It has been a really tough year for us in many ways, but it's actually made us closer and stronger as a couple, and for that we are grateful. We want to take this opportunity to thank you all for the support and kindness we continue to receive. We hope you have a fantastic summer.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.